Hello friends, myself Ajay Eknath Chaudhary and I have completed my BE in Mechanical Engineering. Today's date is 10th March 2022 and today's topic is multi-threading in Java. So we will discuss about multi-threading in Java. Multi-threading threaded programming language, which means we can develop multi-threaded program using Java. A multi-threaded program contains two or more parts that can be run concurrently, and each part can handle a different task at the same time. The available resources, especially when your computer has multiple CPUs. By defining multitasking is when multiple process shares common processing resources such as CPU. Multi-threading extends the ideas of multitasking into application where you can subdivide it specific operation within a single application into individual threads. Each of each of each of thread can run in parallel. The OS divides processing time not only among different application but also among each thread within an application. Multi-threading enables you to write in a way where multiple activities can proceed concurrently in the same program. Life cycle of threads. We will see a thread goes through various stages in its life cycle. For example, a thread is born, started, run, and dies. The following complete files life cycle of a thread. Following stages are being considered. First one is new. A new thread begins its life cycle in the new states and it's remain in this state until the program start the thread. It is also referred to as born threaded, runnable. Second one, runnable after newly born threaded. He is started. The thread becomes runnable, and the thread in this state is considered to be executing in its task. Next one is waiting. Sometimes a thread transition to the waiting state while the thread waits for another thread to perform a task. A threaded transition back to the runnable state only when other thread singles the waiting thread to continue executing. And next one is timed waited. Runnable can be entered time weighted state for a specified interval of time. A thread in this state transition back to the runnable state when the time interval expires or when the event it is waiting for occurs. Terminated or dead. A runnable thread enters the terminated state when it completes its task or otherwise terminates. Priorities. Every Java thread has a priority that help operating system determine the order in which thread are scheduled. Java priorities are Java thread priorities are between min priority to max priority. By default, every thread is given norm priorities such as has a constant of 5. Thread with higher priority are more important to program and should be allocated processor time before lower priority thread. However, thread priority cannot be guaranteed the order in which thread execute and very much platform dependent. uh, for creating a thread by implementing a runnable interfaces. If your class is intended to be executed as a thread, then you can achieve this implementing a runnable interfaces. You will need to follow basic steps such as step 1. As a first step, you need to implement a run method to provide by a runnable interface. This method provides an entry point for a thread, and you will put your complete basic business knowledge inside this method. Following is a simple syntax of a run method. Next step is as a second step you will see to instantiate a thread object using the following constructors, uh, such as the thread, that is runnable thread object, string, thread name, etc., where the thread bj is an instance of a class that implements the r runnable interfaces, and the thread name is the given thread to the given new thread. So this is all about the multiple threading concept in Java. So thank you for watching my video.